see that.
My sister-in-law's just messaged saying she's trying, but it's not connecting with the worried face.
Oh,
So
bless you.
hopefully she'll get on now.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully I'll see that pop up. And if I don't, then we will be able to send the recording. I don't know why I've got
Amazing.
something open. Right, here we go. Okay, let me know if you can see that. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Can you see it on your phone all right, Tina?
The only thing I can see is just the heading Zoom meeting.
Oh, you can't see the big green Tropic sign.
No.
Yeah,
But that's not surprising because as I say, I don't know how I got to this bit. So
well, you'll be able to listen in.
Swipe your screen.
Can you see it, Claire?
Yeah, you just swipe your screen to the right, and it's like the green Tropic sign then with the woman holding a cleanser.
Yes.
Yeah, I just swiped the screen though, so we're not showing us, it's showing the other page.
No, it won't do anything. It's not swiping.
No. So you
No.
don't. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Don't worry, just listen, because actually what I'm going to say is much more interesting than what's on the slides. The slides are just a prompt for me, really.
Okay.
Right, before, just double check. Right, I don't think there's anybody coming in. If Anne and Claire, if you don't have anybody coming in, don't feel like you have to sit in on the whole thing, because you have got a live as well.
Yeah, no problem.
But is that
No worries.
up to you?
I'll see if my sister-in-law can add on now, but if not, no worries.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I was going to introduce myself, but actually, well, Vicky's here and you don't know me, so that gives me a really good reason to. Tina and Jade are both really, really long-term, gorgeous customers of mine. So they know me very, very well. But for you, Vicky, let me just introduce myself a little bit. So my name is Claire Belcher. I've been an ambassador for 9 years at the end of this month, which is an insane amount of time. It's nearly a fifth of my life. When you look at it like that, it's crazy, isn't it? I'm really, really glad that all of you have decided to come on and find out a bit more, because it is absolutely one decision that I have never, ever regretted. Somebody shared the opportunity with me after I had left a teaching career and was feeling a bit lost. And I decided to do it as a fill-in, really. I was feeling very fragile at the time. I didn't know if it was the right decision, but I decided I really just didn't have much to lose by trying. And if I did it for a couple of months and it didn't work, then I had a whole heap of gorgeous products. So I gave it a go, and actually sort of fast forward to today, and it's been utterly life transforming, which I know Jade and Tina would have seen a lot of my journey, so you can appreciate that. But not just financially for me, but absolutely life-changing in terms of my confidence, in terms of the friendships that I've built, and the opportunities that Tropic have provided me have been amazing. You know, so it was a really tiny risk for massive, massive gains for me. So really tonight is just about giving you the opportunity to see what Tropic can do for you. And it might not be what it's done for me, but tonight is about finding out how it might fit in with you and your life on whatever scale that is. So we will just whiz through very quickly a little bit about Tropic. So I'm not going to go into massive details. I'm assuming, Vicky, can I just ask, are you already using Tropic? I'm assuming perhaps you are.
Yeah, I do already use Tropic. Of some bits of I do, and some of the makeup.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So
Which
you've got a taste of the
yeah.
company. So I'm really going to whiz through this, because this is really for people that are not as familiar with Tropic, but it's so important on the other side of the fence as from a customer into an ambassador, that you really understand the purpose of Tropic and that we're driven by so much more than the products. Like Susie Marr, the founder and CEO, she leads the business by heart. She's an incredible lady, and she bases everything around her business via our infinite purpose, which is to create a healthier, greener, and more empowered world. and she takes that incredibly seriously. So our beautiful, freshly made products, which is, you know, an amazing thing in itself. There are not many products out there that are freshly made. Most are filled with harsh preservatives. But we carry a huge amount of accolades as well. So we're award winning, we're cruelty free, and we absolutely do what we say on the tin in every way, including our infinite purpose. So obviously a really essential part of that is to be healthier. And that is the fundamental part of Tropic for Susie, that, you know, everything about us, from our ingredients to how they're mixed together to the very mild preservatives that she does use, are absolutely safe for our health. So all of our products are backed by clinical data. They're all Cosmos certified. So we know that they are as fresh as the food you eat from anything, I guess, that's organic in the supermarket. And then, of course, we are absolutely very, very passionate about the greener side of the business. So we are cruelty free, we are carbon neutral. Everything in the packaging is either returnable, recyclable or refillable. We plant trees, we do things to restore the Great Barrier Reef, and so much more than that. And there's a huge amount that you can read up on and find out with. And lastly, we do absolutely do everything we can to be more empowered and empower everybody that's involved with Tropic. So that goes from the ambassadors that join, you know, we're hugely empowered by the things and the opportunities that Tropic offer us, but also, of course, from the 10% that we give to charity. A lot of businesses do give to charities these days, and on the whole, it's 1% of their profits. So we are 10 times the amount of most businesses out there, which is quite outstanding. And when you become an ambassador, you have a lot more information fed to you just about the differences that we do make around the world, from days of education to the Prince's Trust to many more charities that we support. So, and that's a hugely important part of the business as far as I'm concerned, because we really are so much more than the products that we sell. So let's move on a little bit, because really, I say I'll move on, but it's not moving. Here we go. Oh, look, there's me and Rach. Thought I'd make it personal, Rach. So this is me and Rach at one of our leader meetings, actually. But really what you want to know tonight is what being an ambassador means, and it can be really, really different depending on what you enter Tropic for. So some people join Tropic just for the discount. And as an ambassador, when you get an account, you get 25% of your products for the rest of your life, which is a huge saving if you order regularly as well. But it goes way beyond that as well. So the only investment that you make is to buying your starter kit. That's it. There's no ties, there's no secret hidden fees, there's no monthly ongoing fees. That is literally it. No hidden costs at all. But it is true that 95% of ambassadors that do open an account are happy or extremely happy with their Tropic business. And 97% said they would absolutely recommend becoming an ambassador. So I certainly have never had a job with statistics that high or even anywhere close to it. I don't know whether you guys have, but it's quite an incredible thing. And I think that's what's lovely about Tropic, that it could be anybody from all walks of life. You can do it as a, you know, for your discount, you can do it to share, you can do it as a business opportunity, but everybody loves it. And really, if you love the products, to be honest, it's an absolute no-brainer. So what's next? So what to expect? Okay, well, it kind of depends what you want to make of it, really. But I think the really important thing to know is that there are no expectations of you. So when you join, you're not expected to go out and do events and start running Tropic experiences. You do have the tools, the training, the support, and everything you need if that is something you wanted to do, but it is not an expectation. And that's really important to know. So what you do need to know is that you get 25% off, or you can look at it another way, that if you're sharing, you also receive 25 to a maximum of 35% of commission on every order that you place in a monthly period, which is quite amazing. And of course, you know, as a customer, you might sit and wait and enjoy the kind of exclusive things that we give you as ambassadors, but actually when you get your own account and become an ambassador, you get first access to all of the exciting things that are happening, including product launches and exciting incentives and all sorts of business training as well. So you kind of become part of that inside world. Opportunities to hear Susie speak, which I can tell you is amazing. So lots and lots of very different things. So opening an account, you buy the starter kit, it costs you £198. You get £650 worth of products on a standard month. And actually in January, there's a bit of an added bonus as well, which I'll mention at the end. But the great thing, one of the biggest perks about having your own Tropic account is that you don't just benefit from that 25% discount, but you actually benefit from other things. So let me explain it. So for those of you I know who have been customers of mine for a long time, I have often set my own little offers up in my group, or you might have placed a big order and I'll say, I'll throw in a freebie for you. Well, that freebie comes as part of the gift allowance, which is created through orders on the Ambassador ordering system. So for every £100 of orders, but even if you're buying your own things, you get £15 post allowance to spend on something else. That isn't completely free to ambassadors. There is a small cost to that, but it's 20% compared to the 75% that we pay as an ambassador price. So actually in the 9 years that I've been an ambassador, the majority of my own skincare and products, I've only paid 20% for. So it's a massive perk of having your own account. So it's a really, really good thing to know. But you know, if you've been using Tropic for a while, which all of you have, you will also know that it's pretty hard not to talk about how gorgeous they are. So it's a really good idea to have a little look at, actually, if you do start sharing, even if it's with, you know, a friend or your sister, it doesn't have to be a huge amount of people, but sharing with a few people can give you even more benefits when you have your own account. So we'll have a little look at that. Oh, this was an example of the gift allowance. There you go. So you pop an order on, not only do you save your 75%, but you can also spend the gift allowance. And if you do collect a few orders, so this has happened to me on many occasions where you have lots of orders together and it collates, you know, it can add up to a huge amount of money that you spend. So £140 worth of gift allowance as an ambassador is going to cost you £28, which makes Tropic incredibly affordable. So you decide to share, or you're talking to your family about how amazing your skin feels and that you've got all these products, and actually you could probably just lend them an essentials kit for 2 days so they can try it. They fall in love with it too and say, yes, please, Jade, I'd love to order this. Well, of course, you start then earning a little bit of commission too, which means you'll get 25% back on any order that is placed with you from anybody else. And of course, you can use that, you can keep it on your account and you can use it to buy your own products. If you decide to make Tropic more of a business like me, it absolutely can become an income too. But you can look at it however you want. But of course, the other bonus is that if you've got 2 or 3 people placing an order, that gift allowance is going to grow bigger and bigger and bigger to be able to supply you with your own products. Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
A little bit techy, but I think it's really important to know, because I think some people just think they save their, they save the 25%, but it is so much more than that. And of course, there are other times where people start sharing, and I've had this on many occasions, and they're like, well, I want to open an account because I want to save my discount, and they start saving and really, really enjoy the journey, and start sharing it more frequently or with a wider group of people, which is really lovely. And if you do that, then of course the benefits of that are much, much bigger. So how do you share? How would you share if you had a Tropic account? Some people really feel like they get the ick. They don't want to be salesy. They don't want to be pushy. Well, that's great, because as a business, that is absolutely not how we want to run either. As far as I'm concerned, Tropic for me is very much about skincare education, and it is about offering people the opportunity to have the best skin that they've ever had. So I always feel like I'm absolutely doing people a favour by sharing Tropic, because I don't know anybody that doesn't like it. It's transformed my skin and hundreds of people that I've shared it with, and I'm super proud that I've been able to do that. But you can do it in so many different ways. So it might be just that you meet a friend for a coffee and, you tell them about it. It might be that you have somebody over for a coffee and you say, oh, while you're here, try these products. I'll give you a little facial. You do not need to be a facialist. You can literally just rub some stuff in someone's face, and I can assure you that they love it. Give them a spritz, and or they can sit and do it themselves. But if you've got that kit and you've got the products, then why wouldn't you allow other people to have a go? And then there are all sorts of different ways. So I have met customers, I've met members of my team at the school gate. So I joined a new school when Rufus started school 3 years ago, and I've got 3 ambassadors from that school now, who have all opened their accounts and absolutely love Tropic. It might be a group you go to, or the gym. It might be that you have a conversation with your hairdresser. It can literally just be anyone in your normal walk of life. It doesn't have to be planned group activities. So yeah, there's a lot of amazing things that come with sharing Tropic a little bit more if you want to. And that's always the thing you have to remember. Not everybody does, and that is absolutely fine. But I think for me, one of the most beautiful things that's come out of Tropic is far deeper than just my skin, which I think is pretty good for a 50-year-old. One of the most beautiful things is definitely what it's given me as a person. So the confidence that that has grown over the last 9 years is just phenomenal. I would never in a million years have thought that I'd have been sitting leading training or sitting in a room full of 50 women doing a speech, which is the sort of things that I do now. And more than that, I think for me, it's been absolutely been hugely about the friendships that I've made, and they are really special. So I know that I have friends within my team, from ambassadors to leaders, who will be my friends for life. Like, they're really special women, and you make really lovely bonds. So if you're looking for a different kind of social experience, then Tropic can offer that. But again, that's only if you want it. I did have a lady who I offered the opportunity to, and she said, oh, well, I've seen all your photos and I'm just not very social. It's not for me. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to join in the social things. But if you want to, trust me, they are amazing. And to develop a new passion for something, which, when I'd left teaching, I was completely lost. I didn't know what I was going to do. And now I can't see myself ever doing anything else. So it's been incredible. And there are lots of other special things as well. So I know I mentioned there were 0 targets, there's no pressure, there is no expectation when you open an account, but there are a huge amount of very juicy carrots. So Tropic, they motivate lots of ambassadors, and not everybody, because again, it's a choice, but they dangle lots of juicy carrots. So it might be things like kit bags or aprons or exclusive products. It could be free products at Christmas. And then there are also bigger things like trips. So I know those of you that know me, I've been very fortunate to go on lots of incredible trips with Tropic that have really broadened my horizons. And also Fest. So Fest is our very own festival. And the third one is happening in July this year. So I think all of the ambassadors on this call are going. So super excited to share it with them. And it is an amazing experience. I've been to the last 2. It's just music and wellness, all sorts of opportunities. And once you earn your ticket with Tropic, once you get there, everything is completely and utterly free, which is amazing. So as a joiner in January, there is still an opportunity for you to be able to make Tropic Fest if you wanted to. So do speak to your sponsor or their leader about how you can do that, because it was great fun if that floats your boat. But in January as well, there is an exclusive offer. So this is the starter kit that you get all through the year. It also comes with that beautiful white kit bag, which you can store your products in, or you can carry them around if you are going to see people and do a little facial or whatever. You get the beautiful body smooth in there. And you also get, as a joiner, an exclusive incentive, which is only when you join and you never get offered it again. And they're called Leap Aheads. It gives you an opportunity to earn extra product credit. So you can earn up to £140 worth of product credit to spend on whatever you like. You can even earn yourself a trip to go and visit HQ, see how the products are made, meet Susie and Carlton. It's incredible. That's down in Croydon. And in January, there's 2 extra little exclusives. So has anybody seen your ambassador post about the new renewing cleanser?
Yes.
You've seen it,
Yeah.
Jade. It is so beautiful. So it will retail at £62. It's currently on a special introductory price of £52, but it is a stunning product. You can also, with certain criteria, earn yourself this gorgeous cleanser as well as this beautiful Money Can't Buy diary. So they're just January joiner exclusives on top of your starter kit, which is worth well over £600 as well. So that's an added little bonus for you. But yeah, really, that is it in a nutshell. There is nothing that I'm hiding. There is nothing, nothing other than perks and discounts and insider exclusives, really, for you to have your own account and, and find out a little bit more. But does anybody have any questions about anything I've talked about or anything that I haven't covered that's burning? No one? You all right, Jade?
Yeah, no, I don't think I've got any questions. I have already asked where I work because they do pop-up shops. So I did ask our brand experience person how it would work if I went in with Tropics. So obviously it is and like a nationwide company.
Okay.
And the pop-up shops are usually for like little starter companies. But they said they'd ask the question because I thought that could potentially get me some custom. Obviously you've got to pay to have the shop and stuff.
Yes.
But I was hoping that might just give me like a kickstart on maybe getting some customers and things, getting the products out there.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And great that you've already explored that opportunity before you've signed up. Gold star. The other thing that I will mention, particularly, I don't know, I'm sure that somebody's had a conversation with you, Vicky, as well, but one of the things that we offer as ambassadors to anybody that joins is an opportunity to have a launch. And essentially what that means is you can invite your friends and family around. And as the ambassador, we come over and we introduce Tropic to everyone. So it's almost like a second opportunity for training, because you can sit back in the room and really listen to us talk about the products and how you use them in the collections, etc. But we do that basically to give you a leg up, so to help you meet your leaps and get that renewing cleanser, and you take all of the sales and all of the host allowance. So it just gives you a start, really. So that's an option that you're always very welcome to take up if you wish to as well. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Vicky, did you have any questions, lovely?
Sorry, I couldn't unmute.
Do that all the
no,
time.
I don't think so. I think it's okay. Yeah, I was looking at like the incentives and things like that, and because I signed up, I was looking at the lounge and things like that online, and
Yeah.
like for the badges and stuff that you can get, and you have to do each page, isn't it? It's like a different thing, and you read the things and you watch the videos.
Yes.
When I got to the bottom of that, I couldn't see how then I moved on. Like there was no complete or
it should,
anything to answer or anything.
Okay, it should be that once you've watched a video, it's recorded, on the lounge that you've done it. So when you go back, when you log back in, it will take you back to wherever you left off.
Okay.
So
I'll have another look at it. Yeah, thank you.
Fine. So for Jade and Tina's benefit, what Vicky's talking about is that we have just, and you've joined at the perfect time, because we've just had a massive upgrade to the training that's available via Tropic, that's all online, and it's fantastic. And it's just watching little videos and answering questions, but it's really, really informative. And you can it takes an hour if you did it the whole lot, or you can just do it in bite-sized chunks. So when you've got, a cup of tea in 10 minutes, just fit it in the first sort of couple of weeks of you joining, and yeah, it will tell you so much. So it's great to hear that you've already started that, Vicky. Well done.
Yeah, I've been having a little look around. Thank you.
Brilliant. And Tina, did you want to ask anything, my love?
No, that's fine, Claire.
Have you found it interesting?
Yeah.
Are you tempted?
Oh, I'll see.
Yeah. Well, if you've got questions that you don't want to ask on here, Tina, just give me a ring or message me.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it could be a nice opportunity. But fabulous. There you go. I mean, it really is. There's no catch. A lot of people say, what's the catch? I don't get it. Why do I get over nearly £700 worth of products for £200? When an enhanced collection is 120, it is an incredible offer. But yeah, that's how it is. So if you're interested, obviously I've only got Tina and Jade on here, and you're both my customers. Let me know and I can get you signed up and sorted out. What I will do for the ambassadors on here is, when I've stopped sharing, I will send the recording, so you can send it on to anyone who perhaps has forgotten or missed it. Is that all right? But thank you all so much for coming on tonight. Really
Thank
to see you.
Okay, thanks.
And yeah, I look forward to your unboxing.
Thank you.
you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
How do I stop the recording?